Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is less than 3 months away and the hype just keeps continuing to build. The Marvel Spider-Man 2 panel at San Diego Comic-Con completely exceeded my expectations and then some. One of the highlights from this panel was of course the story trailer where we got to get our first looks at Harry Osborn. And if there's one thing that fans took away from this trailer about Harry, it's that a lot of people think that this trailer confirmed that he's going to become Venom in this game. But for me, I'm not buying it that easily. I've already talked about the multitude of different reasons as to why I think Harry is not going to be Venom, and a bunch of other previous videos that I've done. If you want to check those out, I'll leave the links in the description. But in the topic for today's video, since I don't think that Harry's gonna become Venom in this game, I'm gonna tell you what I think that Insomniac has in store for him instead. The last time we actually see Harry in the flesh is at the end of Miles Morales in the post-credit scene. Norman's got Harry in his tank trying to get him to bond with the symbiote to cure him from his disease. But from what we can gather from just the looks of it and Norman's interactions with Dr. Connors, who's the lead scientist on this experiment, it's not going well. So as a result of this, Norman orders Dr. Connors to take Harry out of the tank.
Vitals are good, circulatory system healthy, brain activity normal.
He's been in there long enough.
Mr. Osborn, I understand he's your son, but his disease could...
Kurt.
But we may be underestimating the potential danger.
I said, get him out! Now!
This is where I think we get an explanation as for one of the scenes that we see in the trailer. And that's where we see Harry limping around with a cane, seemingly looking still ill. And because he was unsuccessfully able to actually bond with the symbiote, he's still gonna be sick. He's gonna be struggling for a little while. But now that he's out of the tank, I think he's definitely gonna be reaching out to Peter and MJ to just, reconnect with his friends again, get that sense of normalcy back in his life. And while he's out of the tank and the symbiote seemingly didn't work for him, I could see Norman telling Dr. Connors to try and find an alternative that could actually work for Harry and still cure his disease in the process. Norman, I think, is gonna have Dr. Connors be working tirelessly on a cure. Having him work tirelessly and long hours just to try to get this done and even probably rushing him. He's not gonna wanna see his son just continue to be sick and struggling. Harry's in his mid-20s now. He's gonna wanna get this solved as quickly as possible. And I think this is gonna cause Dr. Connors to make some sort of a mistake in the cure that he's trying to create, and it's gonna wind up being the serum that's used to turn him into the lizard. I honestly am starting to believe that Harry might just come clean to MJ and Peter and just tell him that the whole Europe trip was just a crock of BS, and that Dr. Connors is actually trying to figure out a way to cure him of his disease. And I could see that being the reason why Peter and Miles are so actively pursuing the lizard in the gameplay reveal trailer, because when they are chasing the lizard, Peter does say,
"Can't lose Connors. Harry's dying, and he's the only one who can help."
So I could see a point in the story where after Peter and Miles eventually do tame the lizard, Dr. Connors is gonna go to jail. There's no question about that. He's gonna be wreaking havoc all over the city and just making a ton of destruction. He screwed up the cure for Harry again. The mayor of the city, Norman Osborn, is not gonna have his back at all. Norman's gonna be taking matters into his own hands. And that's where I think he's gonna be forming the Goblin Serum. He's gonna inject the Goblin Serum into Harry, and then he's suddenly gonna be cured for the time being. And that's when I think we're gonna start to see scenes like Peter and Harry interacting at Midtown High at the football field. Peter, MJ, Harry, and Miles meeting up at Coney Island. Harry's gonna be healthy enough to do all those types of things now, but it'll only be a short period of time before the Goblin Serum starts to show its side effects. It's gonna essentially cure his immune system, which is a good sign, and it's also gonna make him a lot stronger and gain all of those superhuman goblin-like abilities. But it's also gonna have that usual worst possible side effect that comes with the Goblin Serum, and that is the darker half and aggression.
And in the trial that went wrong, what happened? What were the side effects?
Violence, aggression, and insanity.
And that'll ultimately push him over the edge and transform him into the Green Goblin. Now I know I just threw a lot at you guys, and definitely take it with a grain of salt. It's just a theory. I've definitely been doing some pondering on this for quite a while, and just thinking on it completely as a whole. And the story trailer that we just got just kind of helped me piece the puzzle together. But like I said, it's just a theory. Don't take anything that I'm saying as factual, as I could be completely wrong on this. I'm not really sure how Harry transforming into the Goblin would play out for the rest of the story, but it's certainly some fun stuff to get us thinking about and keep our hype and anticipation for the game alive. But with all that being said, that's the video I have for you today, guys. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments section. Are you buying anything that I said here in this video regarding this theory? Or are there any alternatives that you would change? Or do you think I'm just completely wrong on this? Either way, definitely let me know down below in the comments section. You all know what to do next. If you're a big fan of Spider-Man, you know what to do next. Make sure that you're a subscriber to my channel as I cover all things related to the webhead, especially when it relates to Marvel Spider-Man 2. And make sure to leave a like if you got something out of here today. Thank you all so much for watching. See ya, chumps.
See you, chump.
Light 'em, light 'em, light 'em, light 'em, light 'em, light 'em, light 'em.